Good afternoon and welcome to Mark Bajerski Crystals channel. How are you all doing? It's a beautiful day to talk about a fascinating crystal that I really love. I loved working with it for many years and still do. Every now and again it pops up and I see it and think, I've got to buy that collection. So this is a desirable crystal. It's one that always lifts me up, always makes me feel great when I see it. And it's kind of visually one of those crystals that you kind of go into a deep meditation when you even look at it. It's a bit like crystal ball readings. Do you remember the people who used to travel in caravans and they used to give psychic readings? They got a bad press for the money, they really did. And like in any business, some people pretend and some people are genuine at the art of reading crystal balls. Amazing, really. I remember once I was in Blackpool and I was with two friends, and as we were walking there was a guy on the front who was dressed up in weird clothes, a bit like me, sometimes the weird clothes with big, and he looked really weird. And as he walked towards my friend, he said, "How are you doing, Lindsay?" And she looked at him and she said, "How the hell do you know my name?" It was, after that, it was fascinating what he said to her. It was like, there are genuine people who really, really have a gift. And I mean foresight, seeing the future, seeing people and feeling them. There was a day I was stood next to a beautiful Indian lady. And I remember just looking at her and it just came out of my mouth, Sat Sri Akal, and she said, "How the hell do you know?" I said, "I just feel it." And if you understand what that means, it basically is like, my blessings to you. There's so many, anyway, it doesn't matter, but there are times when you just say something and it comes out and you just know that person. When you look into a crystal ball, sometimes you can pull things out of that ball because you are visualizing, you're seeing, and all of a sudden you get like this, "Oh my God, I didn't see that." Or you can use tea leaves, you can use cards, you can use many forms of the ancients used to use fire. So it's not really, they're just kind of tools. But anyway, going back to this beautiful crystal, I've got one here. These are from my website because I just managed to get these the other week, or should I say the other month. I worked with them and then sent them to my makers, and we've had them all mounted with MB stamps, so they're gorgeous. So here, have a look. Say hello to Garden Quartz, the mystical and the most beautiful crystal that mesmerizes and heals and awakens. Garden Quartz, when I started working with it, I realized that I was feeling a real strong sense of grounding, and no matter what color it was, no matter what shape or what form, I felt really grounded, meaning that whenever I was just walking on a street, I felt connected. I didn't feel like I'm going to make a mistake or I'm bumping into everybody. I felt really grounded. And I realized that Garden Quartz heightens your awareness in front by a few seconds. So it's a bit like you're already seeing what's about to happen. So you're compensating for walking into somebody because you see them coming, they're not looking. So your awareness of everything, when driving, when working, when doing whatever, your awareness heightens so much so that you feel as if you're grounded, you feel as if you're in control. But I believe Garden Quartz has that unique ability to help you just expanding awareness, expanding feeling, intuition, and that's one of the first things I recognize with this crystal. When I place this crystal in children's hands, because it's amazing for kids, especially one child I remember looking back, and a beautiful blonde-haired boy, and I remember using some oil and giving him a crystal as well. This crystal helped him through his fear of the future. Because once that crystal is in your hand, once the oil is within you and you're working in that energy, what happens is your body then picks up on whatever it is, and then it can release, it can relax, and so going back to this crystal, a great crystal for children who are going through depression, a great crystal for children who are going through challenges, whether it may be school, whether it may be tests, whether it may be challenges of friends, any kind of issues of feeling down, depressed in a home, they can't move, they don't know what to do with themselves. Give them a piece of garden quartz and just let them be with it. Let them connect with it, whether it's around their neck or they're holding it or playing with it. Keep it close to them. Garden quartz is also amazing for animals. It has this unique energy that lifts the vibration of animals, and I've seen this around animals' necks. And I remember maybe about 10 years ago, one beautiful piece of, and it was very red garden quartz. It was in a ball and it was hanging around somebody, this cat's neck. And I said, "Oh, that's a nice marble." And she said, "It's garden quartz." And I said, "Wow, I work with garden quartz." She said, "It's a very powerful crystal for cats." And it's true, for animals, it's a great crystal. Pulling in ideas, pulling in new thinking, new feeling, new creative juices. Garden quartz is amazing for that. If you are a psychic, if you're a healer, if you work clairaudient, if you are Reiki, pure energy healer, any of those, this crystal is great to work with, to keep by your side. It's a great tool because it works well with other crystals. So it's a great balancer and it really does do great work. So here's some of the things that I used to do with garden quartz. I had a really big piece of garden quartz. I used to put it next to my healing bed and I used to look at it as I was doing healing sessions. This is one of the things that we teach in Pure Energy Healing crystal course. When you come into contact with that energy and you're doing the healing at the same time working with a crystal, you find yourself going into a deeper mode and vibrate at the crystal's energy level. So this is a high level and a dual energy. So you've got the grounding, you've got the awareness, but you've got the balance. This crystal also, when you look at it and just study it, you can see it shows you in depth something that I would say magnifies whatever you're looking at, meaning that you become more alert, more aware. It's great for eyes, it's great for the heart and lungs if you wear it around there. It's great to rub on your eyelids. You'll find that soothing eyelids if you're working all night long or you're not sleeping well. It's great for insomnia, again, third eye around here, or just lay down with it. Within 10 minutes you'll feel so much more at ease. It is. And this is what I was trying to say to you. This is why it becomes a little bit challenging to explain. The dual energy of garden quartz I found is this. When you are manifesting energy, it's different from the mind working. So the balance is, it quietens the mind and allows the intuition to flow and allow this universal energy in. And when you're receiving a download of universal energy, you can be meditating. Now, if you are struggling with a monkey mind, if you struggle with you're always thinking, that's different. That's different. And this crystal helps slow that down. It eliminates, it clears the thinking mind to allow it to just be at peace. That's why this crystal is also good for any kind of meditation, yoga, mantras, all of that kind of singing bowl energy where you want to open up, where you want to feel the universal energy and message, but you don't want to be thinking all the time. The other things with garden quartz, what I found really helpful, it was really good for liver and kidneys. If you have an issue with anything to do with your liver and kidneys, it helps dramatically heal that by just wearing it. Other things, eyes, great for the eyes. I might have even mentioned that, but yeah, sorry, sometimes I'm just recalling certain situations where I saw the dramatic change in people with garden quartz. The path of life right now is really challenging. There is no doubt about that. The path of life is hard to see. When you wear a piece of garden quartz, it helps you see, visualize, and download certain information that then makes you feel like you're walking a path balanced and you know where you're going. So it brings information on a positive level. It protects from negative energy, it protects from mind chatter, I've already said that, but it protects you from those negative forces that then start to breaking news, fear. If you wear this, it eradicates, eliminates and clears it and puts you on a good path. It's a great grounding crystal in the sense of if you're wearing it, it does its job on its own. You don't need to do anything, just wear the crystal. It works well with moonstone because I used to wear it a lot with moonstone. It's a great crystal for the amplification crystal, which is Herkimer diamond. Brilliant with Herkimer diamond, especially if you're a working psychic. Brilliant crystal together. The amplification and seeing more and wow, I didn't realize I could feel that, or where did that come from? It's a connector to this universal energy that really, really is amazing. Other things. I think a lot of people ask me what crystal should I buy for my grandma. She's getting on a bit now. Garden quartz is a beautiful crystal for your grandma, granddad who are, maybe getting on a little bit of issues in their body, not feeling too good in the mind, worried, forgetful. This crystal is great for all of those things, so insomnia, all the issues in the mind. There's so many, but really if you have problems up here in the mind, it's a real great crystal to release the burden, the pressure, the worry, the fear from the mind. Therefore you'll lighten and it'll be more empty to be able to fill in with things that you remember rather than things that are stuck in the mind. So garden quartz is a pretty awesome crystal. And to be honest, it sells like hotcake whenever I get it. I work with it for maybe 2 months, 3 months, and then I sell it, and it goes fast, really fast. And people have always said it's one of the. It's like I can't remember his name, but he's an actor who's never become world famous, but he's always in all the films. He's always second in place, but this is how I feel about this crystal. It's never really spoke about as being the number one crystal, but it's always number two. It's always around doing its stuff. So I think that's it really. I hope I've given it enough credit because I think it deserves a lot of credit. Mother Earth, Mother Nature is a great grounding crystal for walking out with this crystal in Mother Earth, and bury it in Mother Earth as well for a day or two. For some reason it really, really works, and it heightens its energy to its natural energy level. So I wouldn't suggest it's all about clearing or cleansing the crystal, but it's re-energizing the crystal, it's rebooting it, it's giving it that energy again to continue working. So if you ever wonder how to cleanse and clear this, salt water is great. Holding it in your hand when you're feeling amazing is great, and also putting it into the ground, into Mother Earth for a day or two and then come back to it, and it will be really, really well. Father Sun, again, brilliant energy to leave it in. Anything else, Mark? A really good crystal to work when you're doing rituals as well. Rituals, what I talk about is not dark ritual. I'm talking about light. If you're doing things that you want to help heal the world, if you want to heal people, it's amazing for that as well. Wear this, you'll find that you'll see things that you've never seen before. I think that's it. As you can tell, I love this crystal a lot. I have them on my website. I hope you like them, and if not, support your local crystal store, because then you know you're buying a genuine, authentic crystal. Normally, when you buy from online companies like eBay or Amazon or all of these companies, you've got to be extremely careful, guys, because these are easy to fake. Have a most amazing day. Take care, and thank you for going to mountbajerski.com and buying your authentic, beautiful crystals, including the most amazing garden quartz. Take care.